Hello! I'm Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. We've just had the 2.13 patch to No Man's Sky, and it's basically the mother of all bug patches. There's something like more than 50 changes to the game in this update. Most of them are bug fixes, so I won't be reading the full patch notes. It would just be way too long and people wouldn't want to sit through it. But I will link the full patch notes in a pinned comment on this video, and I will be talking about and demonstrating a few of the changes that I feel are more important. But read the full patch notes on the website that I'll link if you want to know everything that was changed. So first of all, added the ability to customize the heads-up display scale. So I haven't tried this yet, but I know I can do it in non-VR mode. I'm doing this video not in VR because there's not a whole lot of VR specific changes, and some of the things you have to not be in VR to do, so that's why I'm not in VR right now. So video options, heads-up display scale. I'm going to try decreasing this to 50 and see if I notice a change. Oh yeah, whoa, that's way smaller. Cool. Now I'm really hoping that this can also be done in VR, because VR is really where I want the heads-up display to be smaller, because I have to look like way above me to see my health in VR. So if I can make it smaller so that my health and ammo readings are like, you know, closer to my face instead of way up in the air, that would be cool. But I don't know. This may not even be an option in VR. Whoa. Oh, you can make it even bigger. Cool. So you can go above 100%. Let's see what 150% looks like. Whoa, that's cool. In fact, that might be the option, if you can do it in VR, that will make it closer together. But I'll have to see later when I'm in VR, but not in this video. But I'll leave it at 100% here in flat mode. Okay. Next is auto power in bases for creative mode. So when they added the whole base power system, apparently they didn't make it. They made it so that you still needed power in creative mode, and I'm sure a lot of people were upset about that. I wasn't aware because I haven't been playing creative mode. So obviously it makes a lot more sense to just make it so that you don't need power in creative mode, because you're supposed to be able to do whatever you want in creative mode and not have things cost things. So now there's an option at your base computer in creative mode that you can turn on auto power, and you don't need solar panels or anything else to power the things in your base. Next, the survey device. So I'm going to go down to a planet and use the survey device. This is a really good change, especially for me where I am in my money-making live stream series, because I'm trying to search for certain hot spots with the survey device. And it's really annoying when you can't search for a specific type. So I need to go to the... Is this the radioactive planet? I don't think so. No, that's a hot planet. I need to go to the radioactive planet in this system. I might go ahead and claim a base for my radon farm. I need to find a gas farm to farm radon. But so the survey device now allows players to select which type of hotspot they want to search for. And while we travel to this planet, I'll also talk about the next one. They balanced the yields from mineral hotspots. Now this one is kind of a nerf. It's probably a good thing for some people, because I know I saw at least one person that complained that mining activated indium with the new mining machines was ruining player experience because it was the easiest way to make money. So probably pretty much a lot of people were, just making tons of activated indium mines and just doing that to make all their money. So at least the individual that I saw said that it had broken the game because there was no longer any point to do any other method of making money because mining activated indium was just too good with the new mining machines. So they rebalanced it so that stellar materials like indium, I think, have lower yields now. So it will, I guess, no longer be the best way to make money. Which is kind of bad for me in my series because I just made my activated indium mine, but it's okay. I would prefer to, make money lots of different ways or it'll get boring. So that's why I'm also making the gas farms and all that, because I knew this change was coming because I'd already seen it in PC Experimental. But anyway, we're going to go down here and I'm going to demonstrate finding a hotspot and hopefully being able to specifically search for a gas hotspot. So we're going to get out. And I've never used the survey device in flat mode. Here it is, change survey mode. Here we go. Okay. So right now, oh darn. Right now it says concentrated gas cloud. So I already found what I want. But how do I target objects and zoom? So how do I toggle though? It's not telling me how to toggle it. There must be some button. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let's see if the controls, the guide controls, say anything about it. Is there a section about survey device? I don't know if there is. Yeah, I don't know how it is that you change the... It's not those. It's not that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's just the same button that you use to change between the visor. You just push over and it changes different things. So deep level mineral deposit is closer. It's 180 away. And there's no nearby power hotspot. That's fine. The one I'm looking for is the gas cloud. So I'm just going to go ahead and start walking toward this gas cloud. Recharge my radiation protection. And yeah, while I go, I'll talk about the other stuff. They increased the local area complexity limit. So this is something some of my friends complained about, that they were like trying to build a farm on their base with lots of plants, and very quickly it would tell them they'd run out of complexity. But the problem wasn't that their whole base was out of complexity, it's that they put a limit on how much stuff you can build in a very small space. So one of my friends figured out that they could build like separate buildings that were kind of far apart at the base, and each one could have plants in them. But now they made it so that you can make more objects close together before you run out of that local area complexity limit. And a lot of people were confused by that. They thought it was telling them that their base was totally full, but they were just out of space in that small area for objects. So Now you can build plants and other objects with high complexity at a higher density. And I probably already passed what I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah, I think I passed by it while I was walking. I should have checked more often. But yeah, so that's that one. And then I'll go ahead and show you this one. Portal glyphs can now be seen in photo mode. And I think... Oh no. Okay, good. You can turn them off. I was afraid you couldn't turn them off. But yeah, they just appear briefly, or they appear while you have the menu up. And then they go down when you close the menu. So I think this was supposed to be a feature in Beyond, but it wasn't working, and so this is a fix because we now have the portal glyphs for your current planet showed in photo mode. That was never around before, so I think, you know, it was supposed to be in Beyond, it didn't work, and now it works. So that's really good. So we no longer have to look for a portal in order to get the address for the planet. You can just go to photo mode. Only problem is you can't go to photo mode in VR, so that means you can't do that new feature in VR, but you can do it in flat mode. So you just have to switch to flat mode if you're a major VR player like me in order to get planet addresses that easily. And I just showed everybody the address for this planet, so you'll be able to come visit my star system if you want. This is my star system where I have all my gas farms. So if you want to come visit my gas farm, here we go, and analyzing hotspot. Cool. So we got a gas hotspot right here. So I probably won't use this one. It's at an incline, and it's a C rank. Oh, and it's oxygen, so I'm definitely not using this. I need a radon farm, not an oxygen farm, so that was no good. But we now know that we can switch between the types, and that'll make the survey device a lot more useful. Alright, next is fixed a number of crashes. Okay, this is the really big one. It's probably going to be in the title of the video. Fixed a number of crashes and functionality issues with fleets and freighters in multiplayer. Now I don't know if this worked. The way it's worded, it says it fixed issues with fleets and freighters with multiplayer, because ever since Beyond, we were able to have multiplayer freighter before Beyond. It was added in the next update, but you could only have one player summon their freighter, and then nobody else could summon their freighter. I don't know if they changed that or not, but since the Beyond update, it wasn't even possible to see another player's freighter at all. So that was kind of like, it seemed like they'd removed that function from the game. Like when they tried to increase the number of players in the game, they were forced to take away multiplayer freighters, but apparently they were still supposed to be in the game, but there were issues that were preventing freighters from appearing in multiplayer. My freighter's taking a while to load in. Oh no, I can't even see it. Hopefully it appears. There we go. Yeah. So the freighters do take a while longer to load in now, or mine has been. But anyway, hopefully this means that freighters work in multiplayer now. I don't know if they do yet or not. I haven't been able to test it. Nobody's jumped into my game while I've been doing this video. But let me know if it does, and I'll try to test it in my live streams later this weekend as well. And then other than that, there's just tons and tons of optimizations, bug fixes, and crash fixes. And like I said, I will put the link to the full patch notes in a pinned comment so that you can read all that if you want to. So, pretty good bug fix patch from Hello Games. Thank you for that, Hello Games. And we may have multiplayer freighters back in the game, which would be really nice. So that about does it. I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything is going to be okay.